Welcome to the Sewing Report. I'm Jen and we are live from the sewing room on this wonderful Saturday afternoon. I hope everyone's having a great weekend. I certainly am. It is Mother's Day weekend, so that's why we are going live on Saturday instead of Sunday. I've got a chill afternoon planned of a little bit of simple sewing. This is a project I've made before, but we're just going to hang out, chill. If you have any questions or comments about what I'm doing or about just in general, the Sewing Report, bring your questions. Now is the time to get answers. And a quick word from today's live stream sponsor, the Sewing Report Etsy shop. This is where you can find fabric, sewing supplies, and now handmade luxury gifts. So lots of stuff in the Etsy shop. Check it out. And I've got some new items that I will be listing this upcoming week. Yes, so these are my new handmade goodies. I've got some skinny scarves. I also have some zipper pouches, lots of supplies, and I'm getting more in all the time. Guys, this channel is not monetized yet, so that is why this live stream is sponsored by the Sewing Report Etsy shop. Also, a quick note, I am trying to get to 100 or 1,000 subscribers, so help me out there. And if you would like, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button. We have fun here. We hang out. We talk about sewing topics, lots of stuff. So yes, this live stream is sponsored by the Sewing Report Etsy shop, which is my own Etsy shop. Yes. And I am excited because I got these goodies in the mail the other day, and I will be listing them in the shop soon. Y'all know I'm a big fan of Sew Tights products, and they are a new sponsor to the Sewing Report. This is not a sponsor segment, by the way. But I just wanted to tell you guys about this. I have two new products coming to the shop. These are Sew Tights Light. So these are slightly smaller magnets. So this is good for your English paper piecing or like smaller areas you're trying to get to applique. And it has a slightly lower magnet strength. So if you have hand strength issues, if you're like me and you don't have a lot of strength in general, these would be perfect for you. These will be coming soon. They come in a really fun yellow color. So here's what they look like. Let me get camera 2 on so you can really see these guys in action. So these are Sew Tights Lights, and I just think they're so cute. So these will be listed this upcoming week. I took photographs and some video last night. I just have to get all of that done. And then I also have Sew Tights Minis. These are the same regular strength as the originals, but they're slightly smaller, so they're better for smaller areas. Again, like your English paper piecing, or if you're doing applique projects, these would be perfect as well. And these are a really fun, deep purple color. Also, if you want, get them all. Collect all of the colors, collect all of the styles. I also have Sew Tights Originals in the shop. Those are actually going soon, so I need to order more. And I also have the Sew Tights Magnetic Pincushion, which is a really fun newer product. Sew Tights is also, they told me they're planning on a few really exciting new projects, so hopefully I will be able to feature those as well. But guys, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button if you're here and you are enjoying the show, because that helps me out, because this channel needs 1,000 subscribers to get monetized. I'm not there yet. I'm about halfway there. So every new subscriber, every time you watch this channel, it really helps. It honestly does. So we're going to be making some more scarves today. So let's pull up camera 2 again. So this is the fabric I will be using, and I'm really excited about this because it's super, super cute fabric. These are prints from Rifle Paper Co. And I unboxed them in a previous video, a previous live stream. I'm really excited about this fabric. Even my husband said this fabric was really cool. This is sort of a mint. It's got a mint background, and I gotta say, so far I'm really liking the Rifle Paper Co. rayon. This is my first experience with it, but it is like, it's got a little bit more body to it, so it's not quite as like thin and slippery. It's a little more substantial, and I think it's gorgeous fabric. I'm going to be making slightly longer scarves today because I had to cut this fabric like was this cross grain, because that's the way the pattern went. if the pattern, if it doesn't matter, I will, so like if the salvages are here, I'll cut 37 inches and then I'll cut the pieces this way. But because of the way that these floral patterns were, I really had to cut them in a certain way. And you'll find that too when you're sewing things. You may have to cut things in a way that the pattern looks the best. So that's what I did. So we're going to be making some angled end scarves and some blunt end scarves. So we're just going to hang out. We're going to chill. If you have any questions or you just want to come here and chat, that is what this time is for. This is just for us to have fun and chill out and, you know, just have a chill Saturday. And the reason we're going live today instead of Sunday is because tomorrow is Mother's Day. So I know a lot of us probably have plans and whatnot, but I'm excited about this fabric. It is so pretty. But how is everyone doing today? How's everyone holding up? I know here it's kind of getting a little hot. Also, I'm not sure how long I'm going to be live for. I'm feeling a little bit under the weather today, so I'm not really sure what's going to happen. But we'll go as long as we can. We started a little bit early today. It's about 4 o'clock Eastern time. So we're just going to get right into it and start basting this together. So these pieces are a little bit longer than my previous scarves just because I had to cut them, like, what is it, cross grain. I didn't want there to be as much fabric waste, so I'm going to be making slightly longer scarves. You know, we'll see how these do too. And I will be listing these in the shop. I'm going to be charging a few dollars more for these just because they are a bit longer. Okay, so I've got a bunch of fabric pre-cut here. I actually managed to do that last night. I was not feeling I just haven't been feeling that good this week. I don't know, just feeling a little run down or something. I don't know. But yeah, I'm a fan of this fabric. And somebody pointed out in my last live stream that it might help to sell these scarves if I have more prints to offer. So I decided to pick 2 prints that I thought were really cute and might be good sellers. I also need to, whenever I'm making these 2, I need to set aside at least like a couple of them for, what was I going to say? For, you know, for like modeling, you know what I mean? Like, so when I'm taking photographs and staging them. So whenever I'm making stuff for the Etsy shop, I always have to put aside a couple of them as, you know, samples, just so I can use these for photos, use these for videos, show people how they work. So this piece is about, let's see here. This piece is about 41 inches long. So this finished scarf is probably going to be about 39 inches. So about 3 inches longer than I've been making them. But yeah, this rifle paper coat rayon, the quality is great. The prints are super vibrant. It's not fraying a crazy amount. So it's really quite nice. And I already have the center point, like because I cut this, you know, on the fold, I already have the center point marked. So I'll just go ahead and start glue basting. So I've got my little glue basting bottle. I think these have sold out too in the shop. So I do not have any more of these. These sold really well and I don't think I have any more. All right, I've got my iron ready and some of the products I'm using today, I am linking below in the description box. Some are affiliate links. Thank you very much. Just if you're trying to find some of these items. So I'm going to be sewing these with a 1/4 inch seam allowance. So I might need to, every once in a while the glue sort of gets a little gunked up, so I had to kind of unstop it with a pin. All right, so we're just gonna, yeah, and I'm leaving about like a 2-inch hole for turning, something like that. So this is what I do. So yeah, we're just gonna get started here and just get started with my glue basting. This is like the easiest way I found to make these is glue basting with a little Elmer's. This is literally just Elmer's washable school glue, nothing super crazy or expensive here. And I just glue baste because I find this is easier. I know sometimes I will use pins or clips for certain projects, but because this is rayon, so it's kind of like a synthetic but like kind of natural fiber, I find the glue works pretty well on this. So I'm just going to be doing that. So see, I've already glue basted this, and I'm going to get out my marking pen. and just mark where my hole for turning is. I have a I might need to make this a little bit bigger, so we'll do this. We'll do about here. I'll kind of break this open. So I'm just marking this with my pen. By the way, this is also available in the Etsy shop, just so I know where I need to turn this right side out and where not to sew. So I do have a full tutorial on this project over on the main Sewing Report channel. So if you just want to see the tutorial and you don't want to sit through a whole live stream, you know, I totally understand. That's why I'm separating out my live content from my edited content, is because I know people like different viewing experiences. So if you're over here and you just want to get straight to the tutorial, you are more than welcome to just watch that on the main channel. It's you know, I think it's about a half-an-hour video, but it's very detailed, in-depth, and should help you make some scarves. The reason I'm making these is because I'm planning to use this as embellishment as an accessory, a fashion accessory for some of my handbags. Put them on the handle or like just tie them around. So yeah, I really like this rayon. It's got a little more body, and it's fairly easy to work with. Some of the other rayon I've been using has been different. They've been different manufacturers, and I can definitely tell the difference. This is a little bit more of a substantial fabric. Still very drapey and everything, but it's still very drapey, but it is a little, I hope this might be a little bit easier to work with, so we'll see. But thank you to everyone watching. I see we've got a couple viewers here. We've got Sarah J here. Sarah, you're from the UK, right? From what I remember. So thank you. Yes, love those fabrics. Yes, I did get a vintage LV bag recently. So that is featured over on my other channel where I talk about purses and handbags. So that's always fun. All right, yeah, we're just gonna, see how quick this is? Maybe I'll make like a couple complete ones, you know, just real quick, so you don't have to, so I'm not sitting here doing this for like 6 hours or something. But yeah, I'm feeling a little bit under the weather, so I'm not sure how long I'll be live for, but we'll try to go for as long as I can. See, I'm just glue basting the long way, the whole way down. But yeah, if you want to see just the tutorial, I have like a straight up tutorial over on the Sewing Report, and you're welcome to watch that if you just want to, you know, kind of eliminate the chit chat. But this is for the people who like the chit chat and all that. So this is for you. So we're going to go all the way down to the end. I'll make a couple blunt end. So we'll do a few. We'll do a couple blunt end ones and then a couple with the angled ends. And we'll do a few of these colors. Also, my bobbin thread is getting kind of low, so I may have to change that out at some point. I am going to be working on the Juki DDL 8700. Very good industrial sewing machine I've been using. It's really cute. And again, this doesn't have to be super exact. You know, just close enough. Yeah, this fabric is really quite nice. Good fabric. I am liking the quality. You can definitely kind of feel the quality. It's really a nice fabric. Has a substantial amount of body. I think these colors are, you know, and these colors may sell pretty well. So we'll see. All right, so I'm just going to go down. So yeah, and these scarves are going to be a little bit longer than the other ones I made. So instead of cutting them to be 37 inches long with the finished size of 36 inches, these are going to be cut about 40 inches with a finished size of about 39 inches. So they'll be about 3 inches longer. So that gives you a little more to work with if you want like a bigger bow, or if you, you know, have bigger handles that you're trying to wrap the scarf around. But welcome if this is your first time here. We're just hanging out and sewing today. Okay, here we go. We'll just do a few of these, and then we'll cut the ends, and then we'll get over to the sewing machine and try to get a couple of these done. Yeah, this fabric is really nice quality, and the colors are just really cool. So we'll make a few of these today for the shop. Guys, I have so much stuff I have to list on the shop that I've taken photos of or videos of, and I just haven't gotten around to actually doing the listing. So I've got a lot of work to do this upcoming week. I also have a couple video I've been working on editing for the main channel that I not even close to being done with. So I feel like I'm getting a little bit behind this week, if you know what I'm saying here. I don't know. So, all right, let's do this next one. Yeah, this fabric is, oh, so cute. So it's like got a mint background, and then it has a floral motif. I'm not really sure what these are. These roses? I'm not 100% sure. So pretty though. I love the colors. They've got like some like kind of dark gold, greens, blues, pinks. I think these will look really good on a bag. All right, here we go. So yeah, I'm going to be staging some nice photos with these. I think these will look super, super cute. All right, let's just, yeah, the glue is flowing very nicely. All right, here we go. And I'm leaving, oh wait, I just did the, oh wow, I just did the wrong side. I need to do, all right, so this is a good lesson. I'm just gonna take this paper towel and sort of blot this away. I just did like the wrong, I'm glad I noticed this because I was doing the wrong, you have to do right sides together, and I'm clearly starting to do wrong sides together. So that's probably not great. All right, so here we go. Let's, and I've got my water and everything. Okay, so I just sort of, so if you do get the glue, notice it just sort of comes off. Wow, okay. Well, that was an interesting mistake. I was like, what's going on here? All right, let me mark my area where I'm not going to sew. Yeah, I haven't sewn. This is the first time I've sewn this week. So it just feels good to be back at it, you know? All right, let's, all right. But that shouldn't show up in the project. Plus it's on the seam allowance anyways, so it'll be fine. All right, so let's just get some. All right, well, that was a fun mistake to make, huh? See, nobody, like I'm telling you, nobody is perfect. So don't feel bad if you make sewing mistakes, because we all, let's be real, we all do. We all make mistakes. Okay. And I'm trying to leave a very small opening for the turning so that I won't have too much visible stitching on the outside. Okay, so yeah, right sides together, long sides together. And the width of my fabric is 5 inches. So this will give me a little over a 2-inch scarf, a little bit wider than 2 inches. All right, let me mark my opening here, just so I know. So it's about right here. I'm using my little purple marking pen, one of my faves. All right, this is actually going pretty quickly. This rayon is really pretty easy to work with so far. I kind of like that it feels like a tiny bit thicker than the other rayon I've been working with. That rayon is like very thin. It's pretty, but I do really like this. It has a little bit more body to it. It's a little bit more substantial. But what do you guys, which of these prints is your favorite? I obviously like the mint a lot, but this one is gorgeous too. They're just different prints. You know what I'm saying here? So yeah, I definitely need to like stage some really cute photos with these when they're done. I think those will be cute. Really cute. Okay. Okay, Sarah wants to know, would sew tights work for this project? Probably not for this fabric because it's very like thin. You technically could. I'm not really, also like you would need a ton of them. So I just think the glue basting is a lot better for this particular project. Again, don't get me wrong, sew tights are fantastic, but I use different ways of securing things for different projects. So sometimes I use regular pins, sometimes I use sew tights, sometimes I use sewing clips, and sometimes I use glue. It really depends on what I'm doing. Okay. tie. You can make self-tie bows to pop on key ring with your offcuts. Yeah, you know, for this one, I don't really have any fabric waste, to be honest with you. So that's why I'm making them this length, is so I don't really have any waste. But yeah, I think these will come out super cute. I cannot wait to see this finished. And sorry, I'm really congested yet again today, so you might hear a little bit of coughing on this thing, so I apologize in advance. I cough a lot for some reason. All right, so I think with this, I'll do one of each type. I'll do one blunt end, one angled end of each fabric, so we can see how they look. Oh, and you know, I should have gotten a bag to put this on too. That would be cute too. But you know, it is what it is. We'll figure it out. Here we go. This is really easy. This is such an easy, like fairly quick project. Okay. Alright, what happened to my marking line? I think it just like disappeared. Huh, that's weird. Okay, let's mark it again. I feel like the iron might have like gotten rid of it. Alright, we're gonna mark that again. I mean, I'll know where it is though. Okay. Yeah, we'll see how many of these we can make today. Also, yeah, I'm probably going to have to change my bobbin thread at some point. So I got to find... I've been using these pre-wound magnetic bobbins by Glide. Or like Habandash, I guess. But I think they're... I'm trying to remember. I think they're in my cabinet. So I got to go find one at some point. Because I checked and my bobbin thread's running fairly low. So I don't know how many of these I'll get through before I need to pop on a new one. But I'm going to be using white Glide thread. That's also available in the Etsy shop. It's 40 weight. I like the thread so far. It's very nice, easy to work with. Okay, so we'll do the other fabric. Yeah, this rifle paper coat rayon, I got to say so far I'm a fan. Like, I think this is great fabric. Not too much fraying. Yeah, and I think this will look, so this is how the print will look on the scarf when it's finished. So I think this has a pretty good amount of the pattern. I didn't really need to fussy cut it too much. It was pretty good already. Okay, so we got this one done. Let's do a couple of the other fabric. And then this is this is kind of a smaller floral print. It has some of the same flowers though, like, so it's got some of the same kind of pattern. It's just, I think the difference is it's just smaller and it has different colors, but really cute as well. So we're gonna get some of these. Okay, might need to kind of press this because this one, yeah, this one, like, it's a little, here we go. This one's a little bit like wrinkly up at the top, so let me know which fabric you like the best. Do you like the one with the mint background, or do you like the one with the busier colors? I think they're both really pretty for different reasons. I think they're both cool. Both really cool fabrics. All right, so let's get some more glue here. My trusty glue bottle here. I'm definitely going to need the lint roller as well too, because this is getting, yeah, I'm starting to see like little, you know, when you get little bits of fabric everywhere, that's when what's starting to go on here. All right, and I've got my cordless iron. This is also linked in the description box. As far as how much I like it, it's fine. It was a little on the expensive side. You don't need this, but I'm using this for the live stream because I think it looks the best on camera. But I'm not necessarily endorsing it as the best iron ever or anything like that. It's fine. I just don't, You know, I'm not like, oh my gosh, this is the best iron ever. So just know that. And same thing with like my cutting mat. I did a video last week about my most used sewing tools. The cutting mat was one of them, but I kind of explained I bought it for the color. And it's like, I would say it's just like an okay cutting mat. Like it's not, you know, amazing or anything like that. Okay, here we go. So I'm doing about a 2.5 to 3 inch opening for turning here. There we go. Just gonna take some glue. See how easy, like this is really not, and what I like about this project too is that it doesn't require a ton of brain power. So you can easily like watch TV while you're doing it or listen to a podcast. And it's a fairly, you know, you're not going to have to like think too hard while you're making this. You're like, okay, this is kind of a nice breezy project. So if anyone has any questions, let me know. Again, I do have a more detailed walkthrough tutorial over on the main Sewing Report channel. So if you just want to watch that, you are more than welcome to. Let's see here. Okay. So I wanted to give people like different options for whatever preference you have in terms of viewing and learning. Because I know not everyone likes watching really long live streams like this one. All right, so once we do 2 of these, I'll cut off the ends and then we will finish these up just so we can see what these look like. So I just got my glue bottle. Yeah, I think these have sold. They're either sold out or I have one left. I forgot which one it was. I think they're sold out though. Sorry, I may need some water for once in a while too. And currently, thank you, we've got 8 viewers. Let's see what we're... All right, so we've got 1 on Twitch, which may be me, and we've got 7 on YouTube. So thank you for tuning in today. Very exciting. Let's see here. Very exciting. Okay. All right, sorry, I'm just checking my monitor here. And we'll take some intermittent breaks to read comments as well. So if you have any questions, you know, I get a lot of people asking questions, so now is definitely the time if you have questions about anything like videos or like whatever. So now is your time to ask. Okay. All right, so we're just going to finish glue basting the side here. So you see, but yeah, so I'm just kind of lining up the edges and then I'm just gluing it. That's pretty much it. Not too bad here. And I'm trying to keep the glue within the 1/4 inch seam allowance, so don't go too crazy with the glue. All right, there goes my glue bottle there. All right, and before I'm pressing it, before I'm like hitting the iron with it, I'm just sort of like pressing it into place with my fingers first, and that seems to help too. because the glue starts to hold, and I'm just hitting it with the dry iron so it dries quickly, but I'm not using any steam or anything like that. All right, so we got one of these done. Man, I'm getting kind of quick with these. All right, yeah, these are a little bit longer than the other ones I made previously. All right, let's do one more, and then we'll start cutting. We'll start kind of getting these together. I also need my lint roller because I'm starting to get some weird, you get that, like, just little bits of fibers everywhere. I just need my lint roller here. But to everyone joining in, welcome. I see we got a few new viewers here. Hello to everybody here. And if you're like, what the heck is going on? This is sort of like just a live sewing hangout. Nothing specific. This isn't meant to be like, instructional or anything. This is just sort of a place to hang out. I'm sewing. I figure, if I'm sewing something, why not do a live stream too? So people can kind of watch, hang out, and we can kind of chit chat. So that's really what this is for. Okay. So I'm just going to put this fabric I think this will be a really cute scarf. I bought like 5 different prints of rifle paper coat, and the fabric is just gorgeous. So I'm really excited to see how these turn out. I know I've been kind of slacking with making more scarves because right now I only have 2 different color options in the Etsy shop, and I know I need quite a few more. I think if I want this product to start taking off, I think I need to just have more of a selection. These are going to cost a few dollars more just because these are a little bit longer. All right, I might need my pin again to kind of get this. Every once in a while, you kind of need to I just have a pin I use for this purpose to kind of get out any kind of dried up glue bits and stuff. So I just use this pin just for that purpose. And it works pretty well. So you just have to do it every once in a while. Okay. All right, so this should be okay. All right, oh yeah. Yeah, now the glue is starting to flow. Okay. So I'm just using my iron here, and we're just gonna all right, and I'm just going to mark this. See, I'm leaving about a 2 to 3 inch opening for turning. There will be a little bit of visible stitching here, but that's why I'm trying to make the opening as small as I can so that this is hardly noticeable. But yeah, chit chat amongst make some friends here, I don't care, have some sidebar conversations, make friends, talk about whatever you want in here. So I wanted to have this be a place where, because I've been in other live streams and the chat is always like where it's at. The chat is always like the spot where people just strike up conversations and talk to each other. So that's what I want this to be. So, even if I'm not talking, feel free to say whatever you want. That's cool. Let's get some more of these guys. All right, my glue may be a little stopped up again. Okay. I just dropped a bunch of stuff. All right, I may have to okay. All right, I just dropped a bunch of stuff on the floor. What is going on here? Oh. Yeah, the Sew Ties people sent me a bunch of some cute stickers. So I'm not sure what I'm going to do with them, but I have 3 of them. Okay. Really cute little stickers. I'll show you guys. So they came in my little order. I need to kind of take this pin. Let me try to get the dried glue off here. There we go. Okay, getting some glue off of here. Okay, there we go. That's the good thing about Elmer's washable school glue is that the glue just, it's easy to clean up. Like it's not super, you know, it's definitely not super permanent or anything. Okay. All right, here we go. Got a few. And I always keep a bunch of little cloths, or, you know, like a box of cotton cloths around just in case I have to like clean something up or whatnot. So that's another thing you can kind of keep with you. All right. There we go. I might need to clean, do I need to clean this out again? Something's going on here. All right, let's grab this again. Something's going on with my glue bottle here. I feel like I need to open this up. Okay, let's see what's going on with my glue bottle. I mean, honestly, not much. This should be okay. Huh. That's weird. All right, I need to get this pin out. All right, I gotta figure out this glue situation. What is going on with the glue here? All right, glue's coming out. But I have to keep hitting it with the pin. You know, and by the way, I've had this glue bottle for years. I've had this same one for a couple of years. They do last for a while. Okay, here we go. I got a little bit more glue out. Okay, I think the glue situation may be resolved. Hopefully. There we go. Oops, okay. It's a little too much glue. All right. It's flowing. All right, so we're almost ready to cut off the ends and start getting these together. All right, yeah, now the glue situation seems to be a lot better. It's flowing very nicely now. Yeah, I've had the same glue bottle. You can see like the sticker is kind of like worn off. I've had the same one for like a couple of years. And I use mine all the time. So they do last for like quite a while. I mean, it probably won't last forever, but it lasts for a while. Okay. All right, so here is, all right, my little opening. All right, so let's get these cut off. So I'm gonna make one of each. I'm gonna make one with a pointy tip, one with a blunt end or like the straight cut off, and then we'll do one of each. So we'll see how they look. And let me get my ruler here. So I'm basically just gonna use this little Creative Grids ruler. This is 6.5 inch by 6.5 inches. And I need to kind of see how long, so I want this to be about 40 inches. So I want this to be about 40 inches, and then it'll end up about 39 inches when it's all said and done. Okay, so, wait a second. Oh wait, I've got it. So this needs to be about, wait, what's going on here? Let's see, 10, okay, 20, or 30. So I need to cut it about, wait, I keep putting it on the wrong marked line. All right, so now I've got it on the 10, so I've got 10, 20, 30. So it's got to be about, so I need to cut it off around here. Okay, so this will be the blunt end one. So we're just going to cut this. And I just need to get my rotary cutter. All right, and then cut it about right here. It's about 30 inches here, so it shouldn't be too bad. Okay. It's about 30 inches. So I have this folded in half. All right, and I'm kind of doing both ends at once here. Okay. So now I've got a piece that's about 40 inches long, but when I sew this up, it'll be a little bit shorter just because of the seam allowance and everything. And then, here, I'll show you what I do next. Just to get this little piece also kind of closed up, I'm just going to put a little glue here. I'm going to close this up just so it's also glue basted too. So that's all I do. So this is going to be one with straight or blunt ends. Okay. All right, so that is one. All right, so the next one we're going to do the angled ends. So I'm just going to take this. Let's push this pressing mat out of the way a little bit again. So I'm kind of lining it up with each other. All right, so I got it. All right, let me just make sure this is actually 20 inches. Okay, yeah. This is good. Okay. So really, there's really not much waste with this project at all, so that's good. Okay, so this is going to be 40 inches total. Okay. All right, so I've got this folded in half. So this is the 10-inch mark. Okay. 10 inches to about 30, so 30, so 10, 20 here, and 30. This is where I need to mark it. I'm gonna mark, all right, I'm gonna do things a little bit differently for the angled end ones. All right, so I'm gonna take my marking pen and then mark around the 30-inch mark, 30 inches. So this will be 20 or 40 total because this is folded in half. Because I know I'm going to need to, let's see here, cut this at an angle here. So I just really need to take this, let's see, I need to make this, this little 45-degree line, or like the diagonal. And I'm just going to use this, and then I just need to cut around here. So I've made a straight angle, but this is going to be a 45-degree angle on the actual scarf. Okay, and the reason I decided to do it this way is so that the side with the fold, instead of the side that will be sewn, will have the longest longest edge. So that's why I decided to do it that way. But you can do it whichever way you want. I just decided to do that. Okay. So then I'm just gonna, all right, put this on the pressing board. I know I'm kind of going all over the place here. And then I'm just gonna take the glue again and sort of base this up. So I'm just glue basting this too. See, and then just hit this with the iron as well, and you're ready to sew. All right, yeah, see how nice this looks? So now, once I finish this, I'm just going to basically skip this little part here. So from here to here, and then do the same thing on the other side, and then flip it right side out. Okay. So that's the only difference between the straight ends and then the blunt end scarves. That's really it. All right. So let's do the other two, and then we'll sew these up. So you got 10 inches. And let me just make sure this is 40 inches. Yep, okay, that's good. Okay. Okay. You know, Sarah has a question. Wonder which end will be the most popular. I don't know. So that's why I'm making a few of each one. And then if one sells more than the other, I'll just make more of that particular type. But I'm not sure yet. I personally like the blunt end better. But I've seen a lot of people like the angled end, so I don't know. That's a really good question though. So I guess we'll find out with time. Okay. So I need to cut. See, I'm only cutting about an inch off, honestly, so I'm really not cutting too much off. Just a little bit. Okay. Okay, let's do the angled end. Let me make sure. I'm always kind of paranoid that I'm cutting them too short. All right, but that's good. Okay, so that's pretty well lined up. So I've got this around the 10-inch mark. All right, so I'm gonna mark this around 30 inches. Okay. All right, and I'm just gonna use my trusty ruler again to cut these. All right, we're almost ready to head to the sewing machine, so that's kind of exciting, right? All right, so we just got to get a little glue in here. See how nice this point is? Looks really good. All right, guys, I think we are ready to head over to the sewing machine. Let me put this back real quick. All right, so we've got these all ready to sew. Let me mark my, okay, no, I already have that marked, okay. All right, so I'm basically just going to take all of these and sew from here to here, and then do the same thing on the other side, but leave like a couple inches in the middle, and then we'll be turning this right side out. So, all right, let's take these 4 pieces and we'll head to the sewing machine, and then we'll see how many we can get done today. I don't, you know, I'm not really rushing or anything. I do have a few of these. I think I have about like 10, enough for like maybe 10 cutouts, something like that. So we'll see how far we can get. All right, so let's head over to camera 3, the sewing machine cam, and we will start getting these sewn up. And I'm sewing on the Juki DDL 8700. It's an industrial machine. I do have some videos about the machine over on the main Sewing Report channel. If you're interested in this particular model, it is nice. It's very heavy. It takes up a lot of room. It's not ridiculously expensive though. Like compared to other sewing machines I've seen, this one's kind of reasonably priced. It does a straight stitch only. I've got it loaded with a little skinny foot here. And I'm going to be doing about a, we'll do like a 2.75 stitch length today. We'll start off there. Now you do need to back stitch really well when you're getting started and when you're finishing, because when you turn things right side out, it's going to put some stress on those areas. So be sure to, you'll definitely want to do that. So I'm holding my threads too, just so they don't get tangled up. And I'm doing about a 1/4 inch seam allowance. All right, so do some back stitching. And then this is going to go relatively quick. So I'm just using the 1/4 inch line on the throat plate, the little marking here. Let's see here, and let's see how the tension is. Tension looks all right actually. All right, and I'm just going to trim these threads here, just to get those out of the way. I've got a little solo party cup here that I use as like a thread cup. It was obviously like very cheap, so you know, you can use whatever you want though. All right, and then if I stop, I try to stop with the needle down. Okay. And I'm trying to line things up so that I stop right at the 1/4 inch mark so that I can pivot. So I've got the needle down. Okay, that's about good. All right, and we're just gonna stop here and then go all the way down here, and then we'll back stitch like, okay, it's got a little wonky here. Okay, we'll just back stitch a little here. All right. And then, all right. And then I'm going to daisy chain these. So I'm just going to like do another one, but not cut the threads. I'll cut the threads when I get back to the table. But we'll just do another one. So these will all actually be like kind of connected together, and that'll be fine. Also, I can hear my rabbit chewing on something in the background, so that's kind of cute. So yeah, we're just gonna, well, maybe I will cut the threads. These are sort of, yeah, this is sort of, all right, we'll cut the threads just, I'll have to cut these more when I get back to the table, but I guess just so these don't get too tangled up, we'll just cut these now. And this one is the blunt end, so this will obviously have a different, I'm going to be sewing these a little bit differently, mostly the same. Oh, all right, kind of got off kilter there, but this is a fairly forgiving project though, so it doesn't have to be super perfect, so don't worry too much about it. All right. All right, so I think this should be, okay, yeah, it's about perfect. Okay. All right. All right. Yeah, this is going pretty fast here. This project, yeah, I mean, I'm making multiples, so it's taking me a little bit longer, but if you're just making like 1 or 2, you should be able to make this in like, probably like what, like an hour or something? Like these don't take long. This project does not take long at all. Yeah, look how fast this goes. Yeah, this machine is really comfortable to sew on. If you have the space for it and you do a lot of sewing, this is a great machine. It does the straight stitch extremely well. I did figure out how to put a walking foot on it too. I have a couple of videos about that. So I did figure out how to quilt on it, and it does a pretty nice job with it. So I was pretty happy about that. Okay, so we got a pivot here. All right, here we go. Start another one. All right, I think my bunny's being kind of naughty over there, but it'll be all right. She's being kind of she's just crazy. Okay. All right, we're going to start about here. All right, she's moving some boxes around. That's kind of funny. Oh yeah, I can hear her doing some stuff. All right, I'm just gonna cut this thread. Really hope I don't run out of bobbin thread. I hope I can at least get through these without running out of bobbin thread. That would be great. Okay, all right, need about one more stitch. Okay, and we'll do the other ends of the other sides of all of these pieces. All right, here we go. Okay, just gonna detach that. All right. All right, so this one is totally done. So we just got to finish the rest of these up, and then we'll go head back to the main area, and then we will start turning these right side out and pressing. The pressing is the thing that does take a while for this project. Just take a little bit of time if you want to get a really nice finish. All go. This is about perfect. All right, I think I just have one more, I believe. Yeah, just one more. All right, we're almost done here, at least here. All right. And it looks like we still have, hopefully I should have enough bobbin thread left to finish this first batch of scarves. That would be, that's like my best hope right now. Let me trim some of these threads. We'll have to trim a few more threads when we get back. Okay, all right, let's take these back over to the main area and we will move on to the next step here. And I've got a bunch of little fibers all over the place too. Sorry, I'm really congested too, so I'm trying not to talk as much just because I keep coughing and stuff, so that's always fun. Okay. Okay, so we've got our main scarves. We've got everything kind of sewn up on the outside, so you're like, all right, what do we have to do now? All right, let me turn my iron back on. A few more things to do here. Let me get my little scissors out. All right, I'm gonna need these guys here. Okay, so I got these. These are Ginger, I think they're just like the shorter scissors. Okay, so let's see what we got here. I'm gonna trim some loose threads here. Just, it doesn't have to be perfect because this is gonna be the inside. So I'm just gonna trim some of these guys off. And we're gonna have to snip the corners. That's gonna help reduce bulk in the seam allowances. So we're gonna snip some of these little corners here, and then we'll start turning everything right side out. So that'll be that's like the least fun part of this project, but the good thing is that it's kind of mindless work, so you can kind of do other stuff while you're doing it. You know, while you're doing that, you can like, you know, kind of multitask and maybe listen to some stuff or whatever. So, yeah, and I can see you guys chatting in the comments. I'll be reading some a little bit later on, but keep chatting with each other because that's what this is all about. Okay, and for anyone who kind of is joining in a little bit late, this is sort of just like a sewing hangout and chill kind of thing. So this isn't really an instructional live stream. I don't really do those, to be honest with you. I do have a full out tutorial on how to make these scarves if you want a condensed version over on the main Sewing Report channel. This Sewing Report live channel is just for live streams, and I'm doing this because I just wanted to have a place where we could hang out, where people could have a chance to chat with each other. And I figured if I'm sewing a project anyways, you know, why not just live stream it and kind of hang out with everybody, chill. This is your chance to ask questions if you have anything you want to ask about videos or pretty much anything else. So feel free to ask. Okay. But we have made some pretty good progress here. All right. All right, so I've got my iron fired up and everything. All right, so what I'm going to do is, this is the little area, my little opening that I'm going to be sewing shut. To make that easier, what I do is I take my iron, and I'll kind of put this on the picture-in-picture thing. All right. I take my iron and then I just kind of press this open. This just kind of helps later on when I'm closing this up. So this sort of looks, it'll sort of look like lips when you do that. So I kind of just press this open. It just makes it easier to close up later, if you get what I'm saying here. All right, then I'm going to take my little scissors here and see these corners here. I'm just going to snip these off. It'll help get sharper corners when you're turning this right side out. Don't cut through the stitch line though, so make sure not to do that. Cut close, but not through it. And I'm just going to cut the corners off of here. Do that on the other side. So I'm going to do that with all of these for the blunt ends and for the angled ends. Okay. Okay. So we just got to do the rest of these guys. Yeah, sorry guys. I might not talk as much today because I'm just super, I just feel really stuffed up today. So hope you can understand if I'm not like talking the whole time. Just get these guys out here. And the reason I'm making these scarves is because I do plan to sell them in this Sewing Report Etsy shop, sort of like a little handmade luxury gift. I haven't sold any yet, but I think one of my issues is that I needed to have more of a print selection, and right now I only have 2 different fabrics, so I'm trying to expand my range here. So we'll be doing that. Okay, here we go. There we go. We're just gonna open this up. Yeah, I've been feeling a little under the weather today, so I'm not really sure what's going on. I'm probably not going to stream super long today, just because I kind of want to, like, I don't know, I'm just not feeling that great today. So we'll see. But yeah, I'm pretty much congested every day. I don't know what it is. I take allergy meds quite often, but yeah, I still kind of feel like sort of today. Okay, so we're just going to trim off these corners here. But this was a good project for me today because I just don't feel like doing a lot today. So that's why we're doing this today. Not some sort of overly complicated project or project that I've never made before. I've made these a lot. So at least this is easy for me to do. And it's somewhat productive, so. Okay. All right, so we need to cut the ends off here. Oh wait, those are the wrong scissors. Whew. Okay, yeah, my husband just got home from fishing and he's not feeling that great either, so I don't know what it is. But I'm just gonna, after this is over, I'm gonna eat some leftover pizza and then I might just lay down or something. I do need to list stuff in the shop though, so I don't know, I might have to do that for a little bit. But I've been having kind of a rough time sleeping, and I haven't gotten much sleep lately. Plus I'm supposed to go over to my mom's house tomorrow for Mother's Day, so we'll see how everything goes. All right, let's see. Okay, I need one more. So I did this one. I can hear my rabbit kind of messing around with stuff, so she's just being a goofball as usual. Okay, got a few viewers here. Thank you for watching. All right, coming at you from a sewing studio here in Florida. We're just hanging out on this lovely Saturday. All right, so I've got all the corners cut off and everything. So now we have to start turning this right side out. Let me get my trusty chopstick here. I have two chopsticks. I have one like kind of natural wood color. This one has a finer point to it, so I'm going to use this because I think this would be more helpful for the points here. Yeah, sorry guys, I'm so stopped up today. Again, this is like, I know I say this like every live stream though, so it seems to be like an ongoing thing. I don't know. So let's start turning this right side out. Okay, so see, here's my little opening. This one's about 2.5 inches. And I'm just gonna start pulling this through. And again, this is something you can do kind of while you're like watching TV or like, you know, listen to a podcast or watching YouTube or whatever you want to do. It's pretty, this is good because it's sort of like mindless, you know, it's kind of mindless work. So it's really not too bad. Okay. And yeah, I had 2 cups of coffee today. I still just do not feel very like alert or anything. But you know, hey, we're here, rain or shine. We're chilling. All I had to do was like put on some makeup. Obviously, I didn't do my hair today. That's fine. I got to take a shower probably tonight or tomorrow, so we'll do something with the hair at that point. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see, guys. I don't know. All right. Oh, I think we're actually almost to the, all right, yeah, we're almost to the end here. Okay. So now it's time to poke out the corners here. So I'm kind of running this through the chopstick. I'm going to sort of gently poke out the corners. This chopstick works really great for this. Okay, yeah, what a nice, okay, nice point here. Yes, I'll have a nice point here. I'm going to have to try to press this out as nicely as I can. Okay, here we go. All right, I feel like there's like kind of a little thing here going on. Okay, here we go. Ah, here we go. Okay, oh, that's a really nice point actually overall. Okay, this looks pretty good. Looks pretty good overall. All right, so yeah, this is going to be a nice little point here. Yeah, because we weren't going live tomorrow, I really wanted to do something today. So we're here chilling. All right, here we go. Yeah, this point looks pretty good overall, I think. Yeah, looking good. What do you guys think? That's a nice point. I feel like kind of delusional today. I'm like, ugh. You know what I mean? Like I'm not all there. I don't know. But yeah, this isn't too bad to turn. It's like wide enough. The tube is wide enough where it's not that bad. If it was skinnier, it might be a little more of a hassle, but this isn't too bad. Yeah, this rayon is really, really gorgeous fabric. I really like the texture. It has kind of a cottony feel, but not really. But enough of a cottony texture that I feel like it makes it a little easier to work with. When I press it, I feel like it's not going to be like get too distorted, if that makes sense. I feel like it's going to rain today here too. I feel like it is. Yeah, zoning out right now. Maybe Elena. Terrible time for allergies. Yeah, I take generic Zyrtec as well. Zoning out right now. Maybe also. Yeah, I just don't feel like doing a lot today. I don't know. Is that like is everyone kind of vibing that? You know what I mean? Like nobody's feeling that great today. I don't know. My whole head just feels like, ugh. I don't know what's going on here. All right, and I'm poking this out pretty gentle. I'm really trying not to like, I don't want to poke through the stitches. That's the important thing. There we go. Don't want to poke through the stitches. Does everyone feel kind of yucky today? Is that kind of the thing? I know I do. I feel like crap today. It's just not good today. Just not good. All right. So let's try to press this out. We'll do that and see how we can do. And I've kind of demonstrated this before, my method. I sort of gently press out like the seam, and then I kind of roll it over, and that seems to sort of help me get like a crisper edge. You see what I mean? So I kind of, yeah, this is really nice to, this is actually much easier to press than the other rayon. So you see, doing that kind of help roll the fabric away from the stitch line. So it does make it kind of easier in like a weird way. Okay, here we go. Yeah, this looks really, okay, yeah, this looks really nice. This is a bit crisper of a rayon than my other rayon, so. Okay, so let's get this all together. All right, and I'm gonna do the other side. Yeah, this fabric is definitely a little easier to press. Okay, so everyone's kind of feeling like crap today. Okay, so it's not just me. I'm like, ugh. All right, well I feel slightly better, maybe not better. I feel like this is a very relatable issue then, so that's good, I suppose. I don't know. Also, I'm going to move the cup. I don't want my iron to accidentally touch the cup. That would be kind of bad. All right, so we are going to, yeah, this is, oh my gosh, this is pressing out really nicely. Okay, yeah, this is gorgeous. This fabric is really nice to work with. I gotta say, so far, I really recommend Rifle Paper Co. Rayon. You can also buy it directly on their website, so they do have really cute prints. I bought mine from an Etsy shop called like Bobby Lou's Fabric Factory or something like that. But you can actually purchase Rifle Paper Co. fabric like directly from them, so you can do that too. All right, yeah, this is really pretty easy. Okay, yeah, this fabric is really easy to press compared to like the rayon I did with the other scarves. This is really nice. Yeah, look how beautiful this presses out. Very crisp, really nice. I'm pretty happy with this. Yeah, I feel sort of out of it right now. I'm just like, I don't know, guys. I don't know. So we'll try to finish these up, and then we'll see how far we can get with this today. So I'm sort of pressing it away from the seam, and then I'm sort of going back to press out the end here. Yeah, this is really nice fabric. This is really easy to work. This fabric is like much easier to work with compared to the other rayon I was using in the previous live streams. So yeah, this is pretty good so far. Yeah, it presses out really nicely. Not really much shrinkage from what I can tell, so that's also good. All right, yeah, it's totally gonna rain here, that's for sure. Definitely gonna rain here. Yeah, this rayon is really nice. You can do scarves with it. You could do like a blouse with it. You could do like other small projects. It's really like, I will say the quality is really nice. Not sponsored or anything. I bought all this stuff. The quality is great, and it's really, so far it's really easy to press. That's something I really appreciate about this fabric. Here, look how crisp this press is. Just really nice. Okay, yeah, this is cool. All right, we'll just do this. Make really nice scarves. Yeah, the canvas is really nice. I do have some of the canvas prints too. They're really cool. Okay, so this is my opening here. So I just need to make sure that this sort of lines up with everything. So I'm going to press this in a little bit. Yeah, this is a really crisp fabric. So I'm just going to I try to line up this seam line with the rest of, so try to make it look as natural as I can here. This looks pretty good so far. All right, I'm going to press this. All right, let's see how this looks. All right, I need to press this a little bit farther away from the seam line here. This is really easy to press. Okay, so yeah, this will be pretty, all right, so yeah, this lines up pretty well. All right, so just for reference point, I'm going to mark where I need to sew. So I'm going to mark a couple, like a little bit beyond each stitch where it ends here. Here we go. And this is an air-soluble marking pen, so it will come out, like it will kind of just fade away. All right, so I'm just going to close this up with glue. All right, so we're going to close this up with glue, glue base this, and then all the remaining step is just to edge stitch right along the edge here to close this up, and that's literally all we got to do. Yeah, this is really easy to, I really like this fabric. It's really easy to work with so far. So that's pretty nice. All right, let me just get this little glue, dried up blob of glue here. All right, just get a little bit of glue in here. Oops, okay, I kind of fell over. Yeah, I'm so out of it right now. Like, this is weird. I'm starting to feel a little weird, so we'll see how this goes. All right, so I'm just going to hit this with the iron, and then we just have to sew this up. Okay. So see, the glue basting really helped because now I don't have to use pins or anything. So now I just have to sew from here to here, like as close to the edge as possible, and then the scarf is like literally done. So that's all you got to do. So now let me finish the rest of these, and then we'll sew these up. I'm also really trying to be kind of particular about the pressing to get this right along the edge here. So I'm trying to be as precise as I can. I know I'm taking a little bit more time, but that's fine, you know. It's okay to take more time with your pressing. All right, here we go. So I'm just going to try to take the iron and just sort of press this out. Here we go. See, this is going to look real. Look how cute this looks. So this is the angled end one, and then let's do another one. All right, we'll do this other floral one. Ugh. Yeah, and if anyone has questions, feel free to hit me up. I am looking at the chat, but everyone's sort of just kind of chit-chatting with each other. So that's, hey, that's what we want here. That's what we want. We want to meet friends. We want to hang out. This is literally a sewing hangout. All right, so yeah, this, I will say this, this rayon, man, it's so much easier than the other rayon. The other rayon is pretty too, don't get me wrong. It's a little more drape. This fabric is just a little crisper, and this has been a little easier to work with. So I should be able to make these even faster, honestly. There we go. right, let's poke out these corners. Okay, this is coming out really cute too. I think both of these are cool in different ways. But yeah, I like these a lot. These are cute. These are very cute. All right, let's see. Let's poke this out. Also, you know, I kind of forgot to mention this earlier, but I think another factor in my whole state of being today is it's day one of a certain monthly phenomenon, if you get my drift. So I think that's also why I feel sort of like, ugh, you know what I mean? So that was a fun surprise. Ugh. All right, yeah, these corners are super crisp. So gonna press out really nicely. Okay. All right, yeah, these look really good. All right, so take my iron and sort of start pressing this out. All right, sorry, I gotta readjust my shirt a little bit. It's getting a little wonky here. All right, also my microphone cord is getting really out of control here. Okay, yeah, this is pressing really good too. Yeah, this fabric, the quality of this fabric is very, very nice. You know what, Sarah, though, I gotta ask though, you have Liberty of London there, right? Is it fairly reasonably priced over there for you to get Liberty of London fabric? I do have a little bit of that, which I've yet to sew with. I'm kind of waiting for like a good project for it. But are you able to get Liberty of London? Because those are really cool fabrics. And I'm just wondering if those are cheaper for you being in the UK already. I don't know. Let me know. Let me know. Okay. Okay, she says you do, it's so expensive. Yeah, that is pretty expensive fabric overall. Yeah, it definitely is. Is it like a little cheaper for you though? Or no? Okay, maybe not. Sort of like how if you want to buy like designer stuff, I guess it's like cheaper in Europe than it is in America. I don't know. I'm just curious. Is there anything that's cheaper in the UK? No, yes. All right, so we gotta Also, apparently you can buy Liberty of London fabric at Joann. I think some Joann's have it now, and I think you can buy it online. I'm wondering if it's like the exact same product though. Like, is it the exact same fabric that you get from like London? I don't know. I'm just wondering. Just sort of inquiring minds, you know? Okay. Okay, so Elaine, you said you saw some Liberty fabric at Joann's. Did it appear to be the exact same stuff? Or do you think they have like a different stuff that they sell to Joann's? I don't know. I'm just wondering. I'm just curious myself. Ooh, that is hot. Okay, so now I just gotta, all right, I think this needs to be folded in a little bit. Okay. So here is, wait, where's the opening? Oh, here's the opening. Okay. All right, this feels all right. All right, this side needs to be folded in a little bit more, I think. Actually, maybe it's okay. No, I don't know. Okay. Yeah, when I went to Joann's last, I didn't see any Liberty fabric, but I've definitely seen it on the website. Okay. All right, so we got this guy. I might need my, trying to figure out what marking pen I'm going to use for I might need my white marking pen for this because this is kind of dark fabric. All right, $34.99 a yard. That sounds about right. Plus, I'm guessing they gave Joann's a bit of a good price just because of the volume they were buying. I'm going to assume something like that. I don't know. All right, so we got this ready to go. Okay. This needs to be about here to here. Okay, we need to mark that again too. Yes, we have, most states have sales tax, so on top of that, we also have to pay our own state sales tax into it. We're taxed so many different ways here, it's kind of insane. So yeah, like my area has 7.5% sales tax, so that is additionally on top of whatever you're paying. Okay. All right, here we go. Let's hit this with the iron. Okay. Let me just mark this again, just because this sort of gets, this definitely sort of gets like, here we go. Right here. I might use the other marking pen. This fabric is, because this has such a busy print, it's kind of hard to see like my marks here. So I got to sort of make my own here. There we go. Let's make a really heavy mark here. Okay. This I should be able to see this hopefully. All right, this is good. And then when you iron, I kind of found out the hard way, when you press this, then the marks disappear. Okay. So we got this one done. So this is about this is definitely about a 3-inch mark. All right, so this is the blunt end scarf. Let's do another guy here. All right, we'll do this one next. Okay. Yeah, I kind of wish our taxes were included in the price just so we would know from the get-go what something costs, but that's not the way it works here, apparently, so that kind of stinks. Yeah, we have all kinds of taxes, Sarah. They like to tax. All right, looks like we had a couple new peeps from Twitch. Welcome to the Twitch friends. I'm kind of new to Twitch. I'm still not sure exactly how it works. I am streaming to Twitch, so I appreciate everyone watching on Twitch. I just apologize. I'm not super up on the culture. But welcome. I really appreciate you watching too from Twitch. Sarah, be glad you don't have to deal with homeowners associations, hopefully in the UK. Those are kind of, I'm in one now. It's not, don't recommend it. Don't recommend it. All right, so Sarah wants to know what an HOA is, or a homeowners association is. So Sarah, here in the United States, there's a lot of newer communities. So when developers are building new neighborhoods, there's a homeowners association or an HOA, and what it is, it's basically like it's sort of like they kind of police the neighborhood in terms of they have a bunch of rules. You also have to pay for it. And then they kind of tell you all the houses, you can't paint your house a crazy color. You can't have an RV in the front yard. You can't have a boat in your driveway. And then they have a lot of you can't leave your trash cans out past a certain time, that kind of thing. And it's kind of a way to keep the neighborhood, here's the thing, it's supposed to be to keep the neighborhood sort of nice so that your property value stays good or whatever. It's supposed to help with that. The only thing is it tends to devolve into a lot of drama. It ends up being a ton of drama. People fighting. We have a neighborhood Facebook group, and it's always people fighting and stuff like that. I don't ever post. I kind of lurk in it. And then, yeah, it does pay for like, usually your dues pay for like things like, you know, like, yeah, if you have to pay to upkeep like a common area, like if you have a dog park or whatever, or if you have like a little area towards the front with like a sign and like fountain or, you know, like something like that. So it'll typically cover that stuff. Also, it'll cover stuff like, in our neighborhood, I'm not joking, somehow we voted, I did not vote, I voted against this, but we're now not allowed to park our cars on the street for any amount of time, which is kind of a silly rule. I'm not sure who voted for that. Like, you're not, like, so here's the thing though, if your driveway fits like most driveways in my neighborhood fit 2 cars. So say you have both cars in the driveway and then you have like a friend over or something like that. Your friend can't even park on the street for like an hour while they're visiting you, which is kind of ridiculous. And a lot of people do have at least 2 cars. Some people have more than that. And the reason they did that was so that people, like, so that emergency vehicles and other vehicles wouldn't be blocked off by cars parked in the street. Now I totally understand that. But there was another proposal. One of the options was you can only park on one side of the street, which honestly would have been fine with me because then you could still get around these cars if everyone was parked on like just one side of the road. The whole thing is a little ridiculous and it's very like crazy. You know, the other thing here in Florida that most states don't have, we have an additional thing called CDD. So it's called like Community District Development or something. So what that is a developer will build a neighborhood with like amenities. So you might have like a clubhouse and like a pool or like a tennis court or something like that down here in Florida. That's very popular. But what they do is the developer takes out a bond to build all of that stuff, like the pool and the clubhouse or whatever. And then the homeowners pay for it through property taxes over like 20 years. So it's super crazy. They're very high fees. Like ours are like $5,000 a year or something kind of crazy like that or whatever. So the developer doesn't have to, the real estate developer doesn't have to foot the cost of those amenities. All of the residents pay for it over a long period of time, but it makes things very expensive. And if you're like me and you don't really, like I don't use the gym or the pool or anything like that, if you don't use that stuff, it's kind of a waste of money. So that's where we are now. But it's just, you know, it's definitely kind of a hassle. But yeah, you have to get approval to like like if you want to paint your house, you have to get like approval for the colors. If you want to do anything to the outside of your home, like make any changes, you have to get approval from like the architectural review board. It's, you know, you just get a lot of people telling you, like, there's certain rules about like renting out your house here. So there are also like what kind of breed of, you know, dogs you have or anything like that. So it's just a lot of people being able to like tell you what to do. And it's, in my opinion, it's kind of a pain in the butt. So I don't know how everyone feels about HOAs, but you know, I live in an HOA community, but in general, I'm not really a fan of them. I think they're just kind of a pain in the butt. So that's what I think. So yeah. You know, that's the thing. I understand why they don't want people to block the road, but that rule just is like totally like nonsensical to me. You know what I'm saying here? Just kind of nonsensical. I don't know. Okay. Oh, gotta press this area here. So if you've never heard of an HOA, that's what you have to look forward to. So, and anyone who's out there considering buying a home, if you can avoid an HOA community, I probably would. I don't think it makes that big of a difference in the home values, and I just think it ends up being kind of a hassle, in my opinion. So I think our next house, whenever we figure that out, we're probably not going to live in an HOA community again. Oh, the other thing, okay, so Sarah says the pools and amenities sound wonderful, but the cost. Okay, here's the thing. We don't even have a pool currently. So something happened to our pool and like it's broke, like the pool is like totally scuffed. So apparently we have to rebuild the entire pool and it's going to cost a ton of money, like millions of dollars. And the other thing that the HOA can do is they can assess all of the homeowners. So if they're not very good with the money, which apparently ours is not, they can assess a fee for all of the homeowners to pay for the unexpected expense. So apparently we're going to have to pay for some multi-million-dollar pool that I don't even use. So it's going to be per resident. So that's going to be really fun. All right. Okay, we have a comment from L. Bauman. Is the seam in the middle or is the seam to the seam and pressing? Oh, the seam, so first I'm pressing it in the middle just to kind of get a crisper edge. So here's what I'm doing. I'm sort of like pressing away. So I'm kind of doing that. And then I'm pressing the seam out to the edge like this. And I find this makes it just easier to press when you do that. I don't know why. So that's just not my do. It just kind of gives you a crisper edge. You know what I mean? So that the seam is kind of all the way pressed out, if that makes sense. Sorry, we got off on a kind of a tangent with the HOA thing, but hey, you know what? You get a little rant today. You get a little rant today. Tales from a frustrated, resident. I don't know. Who knows? Yeah, Carmen, I gotta look into the financials of our HOA. There's been some weird shenanigans, so I don't know. There's nothing I can do about it now because we already own the home. But if you are considering buying a home or like a condo or anything, that's definitely something you should do is ask to see the books and see how much they have in reserves to see like if they're financially responsible or whatever. So there are things you can do to sort of do your due diligence if you're buying a place. Okay. So yeah, definitely some good advice from Carmen. Okay. I know we're talking about HOAs and pools and stuff. Hey, you know what? It is what it is. Yeah, this fabric is so nice and crisp. I really like this rayon. This rayon, it's got like the best properties of rayon, but also like the best properties of cotton too. It's really nice. Yeah, sorry for getting off on a tangent. My mind is just sort of, you know what I mean? I'm just going all over the place. I don't know. I'm trying to press this out as crisp as I can. All right, let's do the opening. And after this, we only have one more, and then we can sew this together. Yeah, hey, we're having fun here. We're having fun on this Saturday afternoon where I think it's probably going to rain. So we'll see what happens. We're just going to take it one step at a time here. I don't know. Real life, yo. That's right, real life chat. This is what you get when you come to a 40-something's YouTube stream. She's going to talk about random stuff like this. You know, I ain't no Gen Z person here. That's for sure. No Gen Zers here. All right, so I need to, so I need to mark where I need to start and stop. It's about right here. And this mark will come out. So you don't have to worry about that. Yeah, Carmen, we haven't had a pool. We have not, and again, we live in Florida, so a lot of people really rely on the pool. I don't think the pool has been in use for about a year, and people are really upset about it. I'm not, because I never even went to the amenity center to like pick up my key fob to get access to all that stuff. I just never. So my husband and I have not used like any of the amenities. We don't have we have a dog park, but we don't have a dog. So, you know, we don't use like any of that stuff. So for me, it's like not, you know, it's just not like that big of a deal, I guess. I don't know. It's not that big of a deal for me, personally. All right. So this is where I'm going to need to sew this shut. Yeah, this is looking pretty. This rayon, like, totally rocks. I am really liking this. All right, well, I'm glad everyone likes random chat, because that's what you're going to get here for sure. Because I'm weird. I'm just a weirdo. But that's fine. That's totally fine, right? Also, I think my rabbit is... I'll have to check on her in a little bit, because I heard her doing some stuff, so I don't know what she was doing. Okay. But yeah, I've never used the pool or anything. Yeah, I just am not. Here's my thing. I'm not like into public pools anymore. I don't even swim. Again, I live in Florida. I don't think I've gone swimming in like 5 years or more. So I can swim. I just don't really swim. It's just not really something I do. I'm not really I don't really go to the beach a lot either. So it is what it is. Yeah, this fabric is so lovely. Such nice fabric. I will say I give Rifle Paper Co. A+ for quality. And the print is like sometimes with quilting cotton you get little flaws in like the manufacturing or little spots where like the dye rubs off. There's nothing on this fabric. This fabric is like pretty perfect. Sarah says they should have a bunny park. Oh gosh. Here's the thing. Rabbits, I probably wouldn't be like, yeah, rabbits can be like kind of difficult. Like they don't, if they socialize, you really have to like start off slowly. Plus, if the rabbit's not fixed, if the rabbit's not like, you know, spayed or neutered, you're going to have a bunch of little rabbits very quickly. But rabbits socializing, you're not really supposed to socialize your rabbits with like a bunch of rabbits you don't know. Plus, they don't do well outside. Our rabbit would not do well outside. So kind of a bummer, but I don't really think she can have any friends. But the bunny, that is a funny idea though. It's a pretty funny idea. But yeah, I don't know. I don't think she would do well outside. Plus, like, they're kind of escape artists, so I feel like they would get out and run away. That's what I think. Your rabbits are not super easy pets. She made kind of a big mess today, so that was fun. And I heard her like messing around with her cardboard boxes. I don't know what's going on. She's up to something though. I gotta check on her. She was taking a nap earlier. Oh, I've got a funny photo here. I'll show you let me get the photo. All right, let me get this. Yeah, this is like random Saturday, I swear. This is like the weirdest day. Let me get this picture because it's really cute. Yeah, I can hear her doing she's up to something. Okay, so don't judge. You know, in a previous video, I made some bedding for the IKEA doll bed. She wasn't interested in it for like the longest time. And then we put a cardboard box over it, and now she's in it all the time. So I lifted up the flap of the box the other day, and then I just saw this. So here, let me see if I can get this closer. Okay, here we go. This is what I saw when I lifted up the flap. She was crashed out, sleeping. This just kills me. It's so funny. She's pretty crazy. She's a crazy girl. That's what bunnies do. Yeah, they definitely need a lot of attention, and I would not say rabbits are for like small, like not young kids for sure. Yeah, I guess that is true. It's like her own little bunny, like house or fort or something. Yeah, it was really funny. She's a kook. She's definitely kind of a kook. All right, so we're gonna. All right, guys, we're almost ready to go back and sew. Once I finish this one up, then we can do that. All right, what's going on with this? Okay, oh, here we go. It's kind of deceptive where the actual where the point of this is. It's like, there's always more. You're like, okay, that's it, but it's not it. There's more. Yeah, I'm not making a lot of sense right now, but that's fine. All right, very nice point here. All right, let's go to the other side. This point, I feel like I could do this better. All right, let's see what we got here. Trying to poke it. The only thing is I don't want to poke through the stitches. That would be pretty bad. All right, that's about good. All right, so let's get this pressed out. Yeah, pressing this rayon is really a lot easier than the other rayon I was working with. The other rayon is really pretty too, and I did like the drapiness of it, but it was a little bit more difficult to get pressed out. So this stuff is definitely a little bit easier to do overall, and I've noticed I've been able to do it definitely faster. Okay. Gonna get this going on here. Try to get this all. Yeah, this is pressing out super well. Super, super, super. Sorry to hear about your boyfriend, Heather. Heather says, my boyfriend sliced his finger and I had to put a bandage on it. Ew, yikes. That doesn't sound very fun at all. What did he do? Oh, he's working on his car. Okay. Well, hey, you got to do that, right? Sounds like fun for him until the finger part, but you know. Okay. Yeah, look how nice this looks with like not a lot of effort. Okay. All right, Carmen says, thanks for the report on the Ditto. I just saw a demo and it had some of the same concerns. Yeah, so here's the thing. you cannot use the Ditto pattern projector without the app. So my question is, what happens if they ever decide to take away the app, take away the support for the app? This thing is useless to you if the company ever shuts down or if the company ever decides to discontinue the app. You're screwed. That doesn't sit well with me personally for an $800 product. We all know companies in the sewing industry come and go. We've seen quite a few. So it does seem very strange to me. Yeah. Exactly. Mostly the company not surviving and getting stuck with an $800 toy. Like, seriously, who wants that? And that is a real concern. Again, this happens quite often. Like, again, if it was, you were saying $200, that's one thing. But for $800, I feel like that's just too big of a risk for the customer to take on a long term. So I'm not into that idea. If it was cheaper, I would also be more interested in it, but not at that price. I'm just not. I was personally not that interested. Yeah, exactly. Definitely got some Cricut vibes there. And we all know how we feel about that company. Not a fan at all. And that's the thing. The people working on the Ditto right now might be like, oh yeah, that would never happen. What if that company sold to another company who just doesn't care about the Ditto? They would not hesitate to shut it down, you know? So I feel like, yeah, I feel like you're asking the customer to take a pretty big leap of faith that this company is going to be around forever. And it's the truth is that it's probably not, you know? Most companies do not last forever. So at a certain point, it wouldn't be a thing. And I did not like that you can't use the product offline. Like, you can't use it, you know, if you could use it offline, that would be fine, but you can't. And they've made that very clear. I feel like they've been a little bit like, they're trying not to say that, but I asked them on social media if you could use it, you know, without it, and you can't. And they even did say that. So, yeah, I don't know. So that's why I'm not gonna buy it not for $800, for sure. Okay, this is looking really good. Yeah, these are looking great, honestly. Okay. All right, I feel like my one point could be a little bit better. Let me see if I could poke that up. Like, this point is pretty good. This other side, you see what I mean? Like, this could be a little bit better. Let me see if I can do that. All right. All right, I think that's okay. I got it. I got it a little bit better. All right, I got it to improve a little bit better. All right, Carmen, what do you think about your brother's scan and cut so far? Do you like it? All right. Yeah, I got that point. Got that to improve a little bit. All right. Yeah, I don't know how many people have bought the Ditto. Who knows? You know, I don't know. And I haven't seen very much content on it other than like company content or like people who are clearly like sponsored or whatever. So I don't know. I don't know how many people actually bought the thing with their own money. I'm not really sure. Interesting question though. All right, so now we got this. Just have to close up this little section here. It's looking pretty good. I'm starting to feel like, let me get some water here. Starting to feel like slightly less out of it, so we'll see. Okay, so I'm gonna need to mark some lines here. It's about right here to about right here. Okay. All right, we're almost ready to go back to the sewing machine too, so that's cool. Then we can try to maybe make a few more. We'll see. Get a few started. And my glue is flowing. I'm starting to feel like slightly more alert. So maybe this is good. I don't know. Okay. All right, here we go. I'll only mark these lines a little bit darker here. Okay, so about here, about here. And again, these marks will go away. Okay, so now I've got these 4 scarves ready to finish up. So we'll go back over to the sewing machine and we'll just get these stitched up, and then we'll be done with 4 scarves. So that'll be cool. All right, and it only took about a little over 2 hours so about a half an hour. I could be a little faster. Let's be real. I'm kind of taking my time too. So, all right, let's see what we got here. All right, so let's head back over to the sewing machine and then we'll get this all worked up here. Okay, so I'm just going to do some edge stitching, like as close to the edge as possible. Back stitch. Oh yeah, I need to get my thread cup and my scissors. Hold on a sec. Although I think I'll do most of the thread trimming back here, back at the main table, once I get this all done. All right, I think the rabbit, she's just sort of chilling in her box. Okay, I don't think she's doing anything crazy. She seems to be doing fine. Okay, so I got my thread cup here, I got my scissors. I'm gonna do, yeah, we'll keep it on the 2.75 stitch length. That seemed to be okay. So I just need to do each one of these scarves. All right, let me see where my marks are. So marks are here. Okay, so you can see I can see my marks here. And I am using white thread. It'll blend in okay. And I'm trying to get as close to the edge as I can here. So I'm kind of holding this. So I'm going to put my needle down. There we go. Put my needle down. Do a little bit of back stitching. Okay. And go forward. And I'm not going to trim my threads too much. I'm just going to do it back at the table. So you see I'm trying to get as close, just so that the stitching is pretty unnoticeable. So I'm trying to do that. All right, a couple back stitching. All right, here we go. Now we're just going to do the next 3. All right. Yeah, this looks pretty okay. Yeah, I think this looks pretty good. Okay. Let's do the next 3. And then that's really it. And I'm surprised I have not run out of bobbin thread yet. That's been kind of surprising. Okay, so here is my next one. I'm trying to find my marks here. Here we go. And I can actually see the marks I made, so that's kind of impressive. Okay. And yeah, I'm trying to go as close, trying to get fairly close to the edge here. So I'm sort of, so this is less than 1/8 of an inch seam allowance. Here we go. Let's do a few back stitches. Okay. So now I'm being pretty careful. I'm just sort of really trying to get as close to the edge as I can. Yeah, guys, I'm starting to feel like slightly better, so maybe I'll go for a little bit longer. Okay, there we go. Okay. All right. All right, yeah, this is, okay, this one's turned out really good. It's really close to the edge. So that's really what I want, because I want the stitches to be fairly close to where my stitch line is on the end. And that's working out pretty good so far. All right, let's see this next one. Okay, oh, here's my marks. There we go. Okay, so this is why I'm glad I can, otherwise, if I didn't mark this, I honestly wouldn't really know where to start and stop if I hadn't marked it so well. Okay, here we go. And again, I'm not going very fast. I'm going fairly slow. Okay. Because I really want to make sure that I'm as close to this edge as possible. Okay. Yeah. Back stitch a little bit. Okay. It should be good. Okay. All right, yeah, that looks pretty. These all look really good. Okay. It caught both sides, and it's right where I want everything. All right, one more, and then we'll be done. Okay, so I need to go. Okay, I can see where my, all right. It's taken me like a second or two to find my marks, but I'm finding them. Okay. Okay. Okay, and that's it. All right, so now we are ready to go back and we'll trim all the threads. We'll see how these turned out. All right. I think things are looking pretty good over here. Pretty good. All right, I'm looking at some of the chat here. Okay. All right, so here are the finished scarves. I just have to trim all of these threads. I do have these little snips in the Sewing Report Etsy shop if you're looking for a good pair of scissors. This can get really close to the fabric without cutting into it. So I'm just going to trim all my threads like this. Okay. And this is really the last step. I just need to make sure everything's sort of close to the fabric here. So give me a nicer finish here. All right, so here we go. So here is one scarf. So you can see the stitching here. It's very, I got it very close to the edge, which is what I wanted. So this is the angled scarf. This one turned out really, I really love this fabric. I think this is super cute. It'll look really good. You can put this on a handbag. You can also wear this. You can wear it as like a wrist scarf. You can wear it as a neck scarf, a hair tie, lots of different uses for them. And this is these are about 39 inches long. All right, let's cut these guys. So I've made them in two different prints. I did the mint with the floral, and then this is kind of more of like a multicolor floral with a cream. I think the background in this is cream, but it's really pretty. Yeah, guys, I'm starting to feel slightly better, so maybe we'll keep going for a little bit. This is the blunt end. This is what this looks like. Yeah, and I'm basically just making these samples. Some of these I'll sell, some of these I'll use for samples. So for the photography, like for photography and, you know, staging and stuff like that, using them for videos and in photos and stuff like that. So we'll make a few more of these. We got a few. Let me finish trimming these threads. I'm surprised I have not run out of bobbin thread yet. I'm really shocked. And these, again, these marks that I made with the marking pen will go away over time. So they won't stick around. So you don't really have to worry too much about that. That's why I use disappearing ink pens. Both of these will do that. This one will disappear with water or just time. This one, if you hit it with the iron, the mark will go away. So I learned that kind of the hard way. I didn't even realize that. But those are both really good pens. Also available in the Etsy shop, which, by the way, is the sponsor of this live stream. Guys, this channel is not yet monetized. So the sponsor for the Sewing Report Live show is the Sewing Report Etsy shop, where you can find fabric, sewing supplies, and now handmade goodies like the scarves I'm making. These are the photos for the scarves. So I just need to take new photos, kind of similar, just with the different prints. A lot of the supplies I'm using in this live stream are also available in the shop. So if you would like to support this show, you're more than welcome to. It would be greatly appreciated. This channel is not yet monetized. I do need 1,000 subscribers to get monetized. So if you could help me out with that, hit the subscribe button if you're here and you're not already subscribed, but you are enjoying this show. That would be much appreciated. You can also hit the like button, and you just chatting in the chat section helps too. Just with engagement on the video, it helps with, you know, the whole YouTube algorithm thing, that kind of stuff. So lots of ways you can show some love for the Sewing Report if you are enjoying this type of stream. So that would be much appreciated. So yes, this is sponsored by my own Etsy shop, because this channel does not make any money just from YouTube yet. So we're hoping to get there. We'll see what happens. I don't know. If you are new, you're welcome here anytime. We do live sewing hangouts. I also will sometimes do live streams focused on a particular topic, like I did one last week on how much money my Etsy shop makes, which, spoiler alert, is not very much. Despite, you know, again, I've made a lot of sales, but just with all the costs and everything, it kind of is like about breaking even. Plus I have a bunch of inventory. So that's kind of where I am with that right now. I also do other kind of topics. We'll do sewing news and whatnot. A couple things I do want to share. If you're not already aware, we'll go there. Actually, my keyboard is like really far away, so I'm not sure how well this will work. We'll do a little news talk here. Let's see here. What do we get? So I mentioned this before, but you know how the all of the pattern brands were going to be on one website? That has now been implemented. So real quickly, I will show you. Simplicity.com has now been launched. I've seen some mixed feedback on it. I think it'll make it more convenient for everyone. So now all of the pattern brands are on one site. Also, this is kind of interesting. They got free shipping on orders over $50, so that's cool if you're ordering a lot of patterns, like they're having a sale. I have ordered from the original McCall's site, which used to be called Something Delightful, and the shipping cost was pretty expensive, and they didn't have free shipping for the most part. So I really like that they now at least have free shipping on $50 or more. I mean, I know that's kind of a lot, but at least it's something. So you can buy Simplicity, McCall's, Butterick, Vogue, Nomi, New Look, and Berta Style all on the one site. And they do, you know, I haven't gotten a chance to really peruse it yet, but you can separate by like category. So let's look at like women's dresses. So yeah, so this is actually kind of better than the old site because at least you didn't have to flip around to different brands. You can see all of the patterns of certain style. That is kind of nice. Some of these are the new look. That's $3.99. That's not bad. And again, it looks like they're still doing sales and everything like that. So that's kind of cool. Another thing is that they have all the PDF patterns, and they did say they were going to be offering some of the discontinued patterns as PDFs, so that's kind of nice too. Let's look, what do they have for pet? What kind of stuff do they have for pets? I'm just curious. So, wait, see, okay. Wait, let me do this. I want to do PDF patterns. Okay. Okay, they have a matching, this is like a dog mom kind of thing. Matching top, dress, pants, and dog coat. So these are all PDFs. Okay, so you can get a PDF for a pet bed. Okay, so okay. Out of print. Okay, so this is one size only. How do you know if this is PDF or not? I don't know. This says it's PDF. At least I think this is. It doesn't really. Here's one thing. It kind of makes it's a little confusing because it doesn't say on here that it's PDF. So I don't know. So, anyways, but yeah, it looks like they got some stuff. Sewing resources, sew-alongs. Let's look at the sewing tutorials. Okay, so at least they're starting to put in some like videos on how to do stuff and whatnot. So that's sort of cool. This is actually somewhat helpful that they're producing some content on how to do stuff. Because that's the thing that people do complain about with the big four patterns is that the instructions are lacking. So I think if they have sew-alongs or they have tutorials on how to do specific techniques, I think that, okay, this is great. Like, look at a whole sew-along for all these patterns. I think this is a step in the right direction for sure. What do you guys think? Yeah, there's quite a few too. So I think whole sew-alongs are the right way to go. I think a lot of people benefit from video instructions, myself included. So that's pretty nice. I think that's kind of nice. But yeah, so all of these stuff is on one site. And I do think that'll make it a little bit more, I absolutely think that will make it more convenient for sure. Another thing I did want to touch on is a new thing that Etsy has. Okay, so this is kind of a new thing. Etsy now allows you to do wedding registries on Etsy. So if you like to shop on Etsy, you know, and you're getting married, you can register for gifts on Etsy. I can obviously see why Etsy is doing this. A lot of sellers on Etsy do like custom stuff, like what you're seeing here, like, you know, customized cutting boards or other gifts that would be highly personalized. So I think Etsy is trying to kind of help facilitate more sales, which is kind of nice, I guess. I don't know, what do you guys think? It would be cool too if they had other types of registries, like baby registries or like maybe like housewarming, other kinds of stuff. I think there's a lot of other occasions that you could register for gifts for, but I think this is, I don't think this is a bad thing. I think it's cool that they're at least trying to help people bring more people to Etsy and also make it a little bit, add some new features for buyers on Etsy that will hopefully translate into more sales for sellers. So I don't know, have you guys seen this Etsy wedding registry? I got an announcement earlier in the week and I was like, that's kind of cool. So hey, you know what? Any progress is good. So I think that's sort of cool. What do you guys think about let me know what you think in the chat or in the comments if you're watching in the replay. What do you think about the new simplicity.com website and Etsy wedding registries? Would you use Etsy to register for gifts? I know a lot of people go to Etsy to buy gifts, so I think that makes a lot of sense, honestly. So that's pretty cool. All right, so we've got 4 scarves done. We've got one of each a style and in the different prints. So these are the angled end scarves. These are the blunt ends. Let's just start basting a few more. We'll work on it. I'll keep on. I'm feeling slightly less like tired, so that's a plus. So hopefully this is good, right? I don't know. We'll see. Man, yeah, my hair is like, I have it in a bun today that's sort of working. It's very like, my hair looks really scraggly, so that's just what's going on. I'm just being real here, just being real. All right, so we'll work on a few more of these guys. Do a few more of each. Yeah, I'm so really congested. I am also getting hungry. So I'll stick around for a little bit, and then at some point I gotta eat dinner and everything like that. So we'll see how long we can go for. But thank you for everyone for tuning in and whatnot. We're just chilling. We're just chilling. Have you all heard any? Have you heard of anything happening in the sewing world you think I should know about? Feel free to share that too. We'll sew a few more. We'll start working on a few more of these. All right, the glue is flowing. Okay, oh, I gotta put this back on so you can see. All right, yeah, it would be nice for you to see, right? That would be cool. We're just hanging out and sewing today. We're sewing some scarves because I need to offer some more colors in the shop. So we're just doing that. I think these are good color choices though. I think these will be really cool. So I use glue. The reason I use the double-sided tape, this is a good question. So I use the glue on lighter weight fabrics like this because it's seriously the easiest thing to do. I'll use the basting tape on fabric that's like too heavy for that. So when I was attaching the zipper, when I was like attaching like the zipper tape to fabric, that's too heavy for the glue. I would love to use glue if I could, but the zipper tape is too bulky, so it wouldn't stay. So I will do different things in different situations. The basting tape was very helpful. You could use basting tape, but I just find it easier. I kind of do whatever's the easiest for the situation. And for me, the glue is the easiest and cheapest solution for working with like lighter weight fabric. So that's why I do that. Carmen, I'm just using like a regular, I think I've got like a 90 over, was it like a 90 over 4? I just use like a 90 needle. That's about it. Nothing too special. This glue doesn't really it really does not gum up the needle as long as the glue is dry. So that's why I hit it with the iron so the glue dries. But this is basically just starch, so that's why it doesn't really hurt anything. But yeah, this glue works really, really well for these, for kind of your lightweight standard fabric. Ah, okay. Alrighty-o. So yeah, I'll do whatever's easiest. Sometimes it's easier to use pins. Sometimes it's easier to use sewing clips. Sometimes it's easier to use glue, the sew ties magnets, or the basting tape. So it kind of depends. It really depends on the project I'm working on and the fabric, because sometimes it just doesn't. Yeah, 90 over 14. Yeah, I'm kind of just spacing it today, with everything. Yeah. 90 over 14 is correct. All right, gotta get some more glue here. So since this is lightweight and it's rayon, the glue works totally good. All right, so we'll just do a few. We'll start working on some more, and we'll see how far we get. All right, so let's mark where my opening is. Yeah, I'm trying to make this kind of a smaller one. Okay, yeah, this fabric is really, it's very, like, it makes my, I feel like it's helping my mood, you know? It's very cheery. It is very cheery fabric. So we're gonna have my little opening here. It's funny, I think every once in a while somebody kind of like accidentally stumbles into here from like Twitch and they're like, what's going on? So like that's kind of interesting too. Because they don't know who, like they have no idea who I am. They're just like, what's this? So we'll do a few more of these. If we can get a lot of these kind of basted up, that would help, I think, right? I don't know, we'll see. Let's do one of these. Yeah, this fabric is really great. I'm gonna need to press this. See, this got like a little this is a little wrinkly, just straight out, so I need to kind of press this. See, I usually kind of start in the middle and I just sort of work my way out to the ends. Oh, man. Okay, guys, I'm starting to get cramps. Oh, this is the worst. This is the worst. Oh. Okay, so let me mark my little opening is. Okay, wow, that's a very small. I feel like I need to make this a little bigger. Okay. This needs to be at least like 2 inches. Okay. Sorry, if I'm not talking, it's because my voice is starting to feel a little like garbled, you know what I mean? So I may not talk a lot right now. Because I'm trying to like save my voice a little bit. Okay. But keep chatting amongst yourselves. Carmen, that's a good point. We are literally watching glue dry. You really, isn't this kind of ironic? That is true. You are here hanging out watching glue dry. All right, so we got one more done. I might have to refill my little glue bottle at some point too. We'll see. Okay. So yeah, I'm just sort of making these little glue-basted tubes right now. I know they don't look like much. So we're just gonna keep rocking it. See how many we can get done. Do these. I think I cut more of this fabric than I did of the other fabric, it kind of looks like. But yeah, I have about 2.5 yards, so I could make quite a few of these. You're right, you are literally watching glue dry. All right, so we got 1/2 of this done. It's funny, you are all here literally watching me glue fabric together. This is kind of wild. Carmen, no, I did not cut on the bias. I sort of, is it cut on the cross grain? I sort of had to cut, I'll cut these based on how the pattern goes. So the selvage is here and here, but because of the way the patterns were going, I had to cut like perpendicular to the selvage. I have cut along the grain before, but it depends on how the pattern goes. So I do not cut on the bias. I usually cut either on the grain or like cross grain. I don't, because this fabric is so like, it tends to be kind of stretchy, a little bit stretchy. I try not to do a lot on the bias because I think that would really warp this fabric. Although this, I'm having less of an issue with this particular fabric than other rayons. So I will say the rifle paper cut rayon so far seems to be a little easier to work with overall. All right, we're getting a few more done. We'll see how many we can get done. I got to eat something at some point. Do some other stuff, but we'll hang out for a little bit longer and see how much we can get done. Alright, I feel like my shirt, I've got a bunch of like random fuzz on my shirt, so hopefully nobody can really like see this. So we'll see. Hopefully it looks okay. I don't know. All right. Ooh, chocolate. Oh, that sounds really good. Yes, I am reading the chat. Also, earlier, like somebody had come over from Twitch and they were like accusing me of like not being live and like running a YouTube video as live. And then they're like, wait, maybe you're not. I'm confused. But like this live stream is going to be fairly long, so it really wouldn't make sense for me to like just play like an old YouTube video or something. Like they didn't think I was live for some reason. I was like, that's weird. I don't know. So hopefully they figured out this is indeed live. This is not pre-recorded at all. I don't think that would make a lot of sense for a long live stream to do something pre-recorded, but I don't know. Who knows? And chocolate does sound pretty good right now. All right, where is my opening? Uh-oh. I like lost my opening here. Wait, hope I didn't glue it shut. What did I just do? Wait, I'm really confused. Oh, here it is. Okay. It's like, where did it go? So this is why you need to mark it, because like I'm kind of losing track of like where it is. Right. Okay, did I mark that? Yes I did, okay. Okay, cool. I feel like I need to remark this though. All right. Wow, we're actually we're making some progress. We got quite a few things basted. We only have a couple, actually, yeah, we only have one more of this fabric, and then we'll do the rest of these. And we'll get these all, at least if I can get these basted, that would be a good accomplishment, right? I don't know. We'll see. Okay, so we got this side done. Well, I'm glad this is helpful watching me glue. See, hey, everyone can kind of chat and hang out. You know, Plus, I personally like having just random stuff on in the background as I'm doing something else, like a podcast or some sort of live stream. So the reason I did this is because this is something I do myself. Is just have something on. Just have something on so you can have like some background chatter or whatever. Sometimes I find it kind of like soothing, like comforting, I guess. I don't know. So that's really what I wanted this to be about. Okay. All right, let's all right, Erin says you're working on a pattern from Missouri Star Quilt Company. Awesome. Yeah, I learned a lot from Jenny Doan videos when I was like first starting out quilting. She has a ton of great videos on everything pretty much. So it's super helpful. And her patterns look so cute. I haven't been able to do a lot of quilts lately. I would like to make at least one quilt this year. We'll see. But I also want to make a bunch of inventory for the Etsy shop. So we'll kind of see how far I get. We'll see. But I really do enjoy quilts. Are a really fun project to do. Yeah, exactly. I like listen to stuff while I sew or work on stuff. Or right now I'm kind of chatting with you all while I work on something. So it's sort of like I don't know, it's just something I like to do. You know, actually, I did meet Jenny Doan briefly at QuiltCon a few years ago, and she was super nice. She was very nice. She seems like a very nice lady. Very nice lady. And man, she's really done so much for the quilting world, just in terms of like a resurgence and like her business. It's really, really awesome. All right, we got Tara in the house. Hello. All right, Tara. Tara's a frequent live viewer. Hello. Hope you're doing well. You got a snack? That sounds, man, everyone's got a snack except me. What's going on here? What is going on here? All right, I can't wait for 2024 QuiltCon. It's close to me this time. Is that the one, is it going to be, was it North Carolina? I forgot where the 2024 one was going to be. I haven't gone since 2016, and I don't think I'm going to be able to go anytime soon again, but it was really fun. Oh, Raleigh, okay. The one year I did get to go in 2016, it was really fun, so I enjoyed it. If you can go, I would definitely recommend going at least once, just to see what's going on. Snacks are required. I have water. The other thing is I'm trying not to get anything on my hands, you know what I mean, as I work and everything, so I don't have any snacks. Oh, I wish I had some snacks. All right, you need tea with lemon. That's actually a really good idea. Maybe I should do that. Maybe I'll do that in a little bit. We'll see. I do have tea somewhere. Man, I love Cheetos, but you're right. They're so messy. You know what? I have chips. Maybe at the end of this, we'll take a little, I'll have a little chip. Maybe we'll have a chip break. I do have some chips, But I want to do that at the end after I'm like not, you know, touching fabric. I'm really quite particular about washing my hands before I touch anything fabric, before I touch any of my sewing stuff. I wash my hands a lot, like probably way too much. Plus with the rabbit, like every time like if I go to pet her, I wash my hands, you know, just because I just don't want, oh, truffle tater tots. That sounds really good, man. All right, so we'll try to get these basted up and see how far we can get. And then we have to chop off all the ends. So we got to do that. So we still have a few more of these to just fold up. But yeah, this, I will say the quality of this fabric is excellent. Like everything about this I like. The print is vibrant. I have not run into a lot of like flaws with the print. You know how sometimes the quilting cotton can get. And it's just a really lovely, like I want to buy more of this type of fabric so I can make some clothes, like so I can make like a shirt or something. This is super cool fabric. So far I will say I would recommend Rifle Paper Co. rayon if you're looking for a good quality rayon. This is great. This fabric is fantastic. And it's easy to work with and it's easy to press. So far I am definitely a fan. Ooh, truffle tater tots. So is that like a sweet treat or is that like a savory thing? I don't know. It sounds like it could be either. Truffle tater tots. Let us know, Tara. Inquiring minds here. And the reason we're doing a live stream today and not tomorrow, Sunday or usual days, because tomorrow's Mother's Day. So I have plans with my own mother, and I figured many of you probably have plans for Mother's Day. So that's why we're doing it today. Although I feel, again, I was explaining earlier, I feel a little weird today, so we'll see how long I can go. Yeah, I probably should have some tea. Plus, I might need a bathroom. I might need a bathroom break at some point. Yeah, we're making some progress today on these scarves. We have 4 done, and then I'm getting a bunch more kind of prepared to sew. Because I do realize I need to offer more of a variety of the scarves in terms of the prints. Because I have not sold any yet, so we'll see. But I think more of a selection might help. We'll see. But y'all have been very helpful in like offering up suggestions. So I really appreciate everything. All right, here we go. Ooh, pretzels and unsalted popcorn. That sounds good too. I really could go for some popcorn. That would be nice. Popcorn would be good. I do have those chips. Carmen, that's true. I think I'll be okay. You're right though. I think the tea would be a good idea. Maybe I'll do that tonight. All right, we got Lisa in the house. Hello, Lisa. Hello. We're hanging out. We're making more scarves. It's 7 p.m. on a Saturday night, so obviously this is what I'm doing. It's just a place to chill and chat and literally watch glue dry, because that's what's happening with this glue basting here. But yeah, feel free, everybody, pop in, pop out. Don't feel like you have to like stay if you got if you got more exciting things to do. This is just a place where you can, you know, come in and, you know, kind of come and go as you want. And it's funny, we're all starting to get to know each other too. Like we have a few regulars here. Of course, I'm a regular, I guess. Yeah, tea with honey. I do have some honey. Yeah, my throat just feels like garbage today. I'm not sure why. All right, Carmen, thank you for joining us. She says, well, ladies, I'm off to work. I'm putting my sewing machine back together. I'm working on a white 221 right now. That sounds like a fun project. Well, enjoy the rest of your evening, Carmen. Thank you for tuning in for a little bit. We really appreciate that. Yeah, Erin, my throat is like, it does feel kind of, I feel like I'm on the verge of something, but not quite there yet. So I don't know. We'll see. All right, Lisa says, all is well in Cali. Hot today, up to 94. Wow, that's pretty scorching. You got us beat. I think it's only in like the 80s here, so it's not that bad. Down here in Florida, definitely different. Certainly different climates, though. All right, got this going on here. So yeah, I'm just kind of basting these together, and then we got to get the ends cut. I think I'm gonna do a few of each. We'll see if they sell, and then if when I start to sell these, if I see a pattern on like the blunt ends or the angled ends being more of a seller, I'll clearly gravitate to making more of those. So we'll see what happens. We will see what happens. Right now we're just getting a few of these prepped for sewing. All right, got some glue. I already got some glue stuck to my fingers. So that's a fun one. Okay. Thank you, Lisa. I have sold 0 so far, but we're working on it. We are working on it. That's the thing. I think I need to offer more of a variety, because right now I only have 2 different prints. So I think having like a number of them will help with that if people have more choices. And I do think that's an issue. But yeah, we've been working on this for weeks. So hopefully at some point we sell one, right? Let me get my cup away from here. Yeah, I'm glad I picked up this fabric though because it is super cute. Get my lint roller. Starting to get fibers everywhere again. All right, I keep one of these in here all the time. Ooh. All right, and Tara, you got some blush pink. Oh, that sounds pretty. Blush pink fabric. I cannot wait to make a purse scarf. I started on a crochet project instead. No, I'm learning new things. I'm 45 and I'm crocheting my first project. Hey, just got to give you a round of applause, Tara. Yay! It's always good to learn new things, right? I think that's awesome. What are you crocheting? Anything fun? Yeah, I haven't tried a lot of knitting and crochet. I did buy some fabric. I just have not used it. I still have the yarn though. Sorry, yarn. I still have all the yarn. I just haven't used it yet. Ooh, a scarf. That sounds like fun. All right, I think we got one more to go, and then we'll be all basted here. All right, by making new dreams come true. Thank you for joining. Thank you for, really appreciate you joining yet again. Hope you have a wonderful weekend. All right, so we've got all of the pieces kind of, we've got the basic basting done. So I've got my inside out tubes here. We got 1, 2, 3, let's see, we got 1, 2, 3, 4. So we got 4 of these, and we got like, wow, 1, 2, all right, so we got 8 more to make. We've made 4. I think we've made some pretty good progress. And we've got 4 scarves. We have 2 in the mint with both styles, angled and blunt. I don't know if there's a better name for this, but that's what I'm calling them. And we've got the more multicolor floral, also in angled and blunt. So I think these are looking pretty good so far, guys. I think I'm gonna probably call it a night because I still kind of feel like garbage a little bit. I am gonna take up that suggestion about the tea with honey, though. I think that's a good idea. I need to eat something, and I think I feel like I'm kind of running out of steam. But I really appreciate everyone tuning in. If you can, and you haven't already, hit the like button on your way out. Subscribe to Sewing Report Live if you would like more live shows like this. We do some where we hang out and chill, and some on a specific topic. But I really appreciate everyone tuning in. And also, just a quick note that this live stream, this channel is not monetized yet, so I am trying to get to 1,000 subscribers, but this live stream is sponsored by the Sewing Report Etsy shop. So if you are looking for sewing supplies or fabric, or even a few handmade goodies, check it out. That would also be greatly appreciated. But I thank everyone for tuning in. This has been a lot of fun as usual. Yeah, I'm just cutting it short. I'm still feeling sort of like blah. But it's been fun. We got to talk about HOAs. You got to watch glue dry. And, you know, also I have not watched the new season of The Marvelous Mrs. Maisel yet, so I may do that while I'm laying in bed tonight. So we'll see. We'll see what we got going on. But yes, happy Mother's Day to all the moms out there. I will be spending time with my own mother tomorrow. But I hope you are enjoying the weekend. If you are a mom, we just want to celebrate you this weekend and all of your contributions and accomplishments. I am Jen with the Sewing Report. I will see you guys again in the next one. And remember, whatever you're doing, make sure to make it fun. And yeah, and try not to, I guess, try not